I felt the need. I felt compelled to make this video in order to talk about James Gunn's Superman and why I am actually pretty worried about this movie and how it's going to do when it comes out. Now, I'm not worried about this movie because of James Gunn making it. I think James Gunn is one of the best filmmakers, best writers that is currently working today in Hollywood, but especially in the comic book field. And I feel like DC is in good hands when it comes to the future of this franchise. But I'm afraid that there is a certain group of fans, some may call them cultists, that will not give this man a chance, will not give this man the time of day, will not at least see if he can succeed before crapping over everything. I mean, my God, this movie hasn't even come out yet. And there are some people who are crucifying it, who are saying it's the worst thing ever, saying it's the worst Superman adaptation ever. You haven't seen it yet. Every post that I see, whether it's by James Gunn himself, whether it's from the official DC or the official Superman accounts, I always check the comments because I like to gauge what the perception is or what the audience reaction is. And there are some positive, like there are people who are championing in this movie, like myself. I have liked what I've seen so far. I feel like this movie looks promising. It looks like everything I've wanted to see from a modern Superman movie. But boy, oh boy, do I see the bad. I see so many people talking crap or saying negative things and like insulting things, like really harsh things. And sure, you're going to have that online. I'm not new here. I'm not young. I know how this works with online, which is unfortunate because I wish that wasn't the case. But it's different this time around. There is something different about whether it's because it's Superman, whether it's because it's Snyder-loving fans, or whether it's some weird anti-James Gunn thing. But the level of hate, along with the amount of likes that these comments get. It'd be one thing if you see assholes talking shit, which they do, but you see like 4 likes or 10 likes. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever. But when you see thousands of likes, it gets scary. It gets to a point where I think, my God, like this is a large portion of people who feel that way or very similar. And I'm coming at it as somebody that did enjoy Man of Steel when it came out in 2013. Along the way, I have found more issues with the movie to where it's like, okay, I still like it, but I'm not sure I love it anymore. And then BVS and Justice League, like there's so many things in the Snyderverse that just did not completely gel with me. There are ideas and there are things about them that I do like and appreciate, but overall, it was a mess. And the fact that people can't see that, can't admit to that, can't appreciate that maybe somebody else has a better take or has even just a good take on this character or these characters, or they might do something different to make DC fun again, make DC cool again, make DC something that is worth getting excited about. Creature Commandos, if you want any sort of preview of what James Gunn will bring to this specific franchise, watch that because that show was great. Peacemaker Season 1 and so far Peacemaker Season 2 from the trailer looks like it's going to be good. I don't see how people don't see that DC, we are in good hands with James Gunn. James Gunn has not made a bad movie that I have seen that would make me worried about this film. If it was anybody else that was writing this or that was directing this, I might wonder about, oh, is there too many characters? Oh, is there too many heroes? Because it's Superman's first movie. I might be contemplating these things, but because he's done such a great job with multi-characters in one story and It still feels like it's centered on Superman and Lois and Lex and all of the things that I want to see. Notice how you don't see people championing Jesse Eisenberg to come back as Lex Luthor, or you don't see even Amy Adams, who I fucking love. I love Amy Adams. You don't see people complaining about the changing of Lois. It's Henry Cavill specifically, and it's Zack Snyder specifically, and it's weird. I liked Henry Cavill. I thought Henry Cavill had a tremendous look as the character, but I never thought he was written well. And I never thought he was given the chance to show that he could act as this great Superman. And I've already seen from the trailers that David Corenswet is giving a point of view, is giving a performance of Superman that is something that might be the most relatable and most likable Superman, or at least a Superman that you can definitely look at and say, all right, I know what this guy stands, where he stands on certain things. I mean, I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited for this, but it sucks. It sucks because I haven't really been talking about Superman, even though I'm looking forward to it, because I just see the discourse and I'm seeing almost the fire around me. And I don't think the question is this movie going to be good? Like I said, James Gunn, he's the guy. He's the man. But I think the question should be, will this movie do good? Because if this movie is great, and I suspect it will be, it won't matter if the movie bombs. It won't matter if the movie fails to deliver at the box office, fails to bring in the audience. I think this movie, more so than any other recent DC film, and DC has had some bombs lately, this one is changing the guard. This one is supposed to prove that, like, hey, we can start something fresh and new and fun. And if people don't want that, if enough people aren't willing to give that a chance, then we're not going to be seeing Superman for quite a while. There's a reason why we didn't get a sequel to Superman Returns, because the movie wasn't good and it didn't deserve a sequel. There's a reason why we didn't get another Superman movie after Superman 4: The Quest for Peace, because that movie was a piece of shit. You know, like, these movies, being bad and doing bad can tank a character and can take a franchise. And I don't want that with something that I feel like is going to have the quality behind it. I will be sad and disappointed if this movie does not do well, simply because of people having a vendetta, simply because people are being closed-minded. I feel like there's too much closed-mindedness right now going on in the world, and so maybe it seems funny that I'm making this video about Superman and that movie of all things, but this is something that I feel comfortable talking about in such a way where I want to understand. If you're somebody who is anti-Superman 2025, the James Gunn movie specifically, let me know in a civil way in the comments below. Why are you not interested? Why do you not like what you're seeing? Are you still somebody that is hoping for the Snyder universe to come back? As cool as it was when the Snyder cut of Justice League got announced and got made because of the campaign of release the Snyder cut, that might have been the worst thing that Warner Brothers could have done. Because now you have that same section of fans who are clinging on the possibility of doing it again. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!